Okay, Midnight Bacon here, and I am at Port Atlantis Mall. This video today, I'm just going to do a video on, I'm going to call it Shopping with Bacon. So let's make our way on into the mall. So let's go level 2. So Port Atlantis is really good for fashion, clothing, general weapons, bit of mining. It's really a bit of everything. Port Atlantis. It's not a bad little place to check out for your general purpose shopping. It doesn't really have a particular theme. None of them really do have a particular theme. Anyway, I'll just start us off in here. I just want to share with all you guys some of my current offers that I've got up on the auction house. So I've got Drake wings, I've got the coats, droplet skirt, I've got a star satin cherry veil top, I've got the thong, I've got the Scully sexy top, got a Gravis GBP 35 Mark II, the Rep Edge Battle Axe 2.0, and this is actually a Loot 2.0, I guess. Its efficiency is 70.4% as is, so it's highly efficient. So this is a pretty cheap, affordable Loot 2.0 weapon. What else? I've got the hairstylist toolkit, mannequin pad. I've got the Slipknot Mark II. Well, what's different from this versus the Mark 1 is it's got double the structural integrity. So yeah, it's double the strength. What else do I got? I've got the Dominic's original. So let's just take a look at that. So few information details. So 61.9% efficiency. So it's fairly high efficiency. But as you can see, I'm not quite skilled enough to use it. So that's one of the reasons I'm actually selling it, because I can't really use it. Increased creature dominance by 4%, so that's quite a good whip. I'm selling this to I'm looking to buy a much smaller whip, one that I can actually use. Now this Gravis, it's not too bad of a little pistol, so let's take a look at it. So details, 59.4% efficiency, so it's fairly high efficiency. If we go back to basics, 52.5 DPS, so it's got pretty decent DPS, but the downside of it is it's a level 100 gun, so to take full advantage of this gun you're going to need to be level 100 to use it to its fullness, but overall it's still a pretty good gun. And for the price, I think it's it's priced fairly. What else do I got up here? Well, let's take a look at the droplet skirt. So quite an interesting little pattern. What else do we got? So I've got this coat. Out of the coats that I've got up, this is probably my favourite. It's got the Oreo texture. So anyway, if any of these interest in you, I think most of these are all well under current markup. The only one that's got a bid on is the mannequin pad, and everything is fairly cheap. It's all under the current markup, so there's that. Anyway, so let's quickly take a look at some of the other shopping locations. So let's bring up the map. So Port Atlantis Mall is just here. We've got Fort Camp Icarus, which is the when you first start playing, this is where you're going to start off. So that's just a bit of a reference shopping area. Next one I go to is going to be Medusa, and Medusa is really good for weapons, skill pills, enhancers, and armor, and some, in general, some good quality equipment. So let's go take a look at Medusa. Make sure you're going to the Medusa teleporter and not Fort Medusa. So this is Medusa, so I'm over here, Port Atlantis Mall. Camp Icarus is over here, and this is where the Medusa is. So let's start off by taking a look at some of the shops at Medusa. This is level 2, and the first one we're going to look at is 2. So this is level 2, shop 1, and this belongs to Lawspade. So Lawspade has quite a big range of your Hyperon weapons, and these are fairly priced at 152% markup. So these are actually going for a bit less than the current markup that you'll find in the auction house. These are by far the cheapest high efficiency weapons you'll find in the game. These Hyperon weapons are all typically start around 70% efficiency, so high efficiency and at a affordable price. So let's take a look in Lawspade's shop. Now, one other thing that Lawspade services that it can provide is hairstylist, body sculpting, and face sculptor. So he can do all of these things for you. So let's take a look at what he's got in the shopkeeper. More of your Hyperon weapons. So he's got quite a few of them in here. So, yep, more of the Hyperon. If you want to get your Hyperon weapons, high efficiency, fairly cheaply, this is the place to go to. Okay, Merry Christmas. Let's see. Go up to level 3. That's another one of my favourite stores. So I do a fair bit of shopping in here. So okay, let's see what he's got. So it's got the older coat that looks really cool. It's got a Gravis in there, 33. EWE EP41 military. That's a pretty good gun. Ideally, you want the adjusted version of it. Anyway, let's move on to the next shopping area. So next one is going to be Twin Peaks, all the way down here. Twin Peaks Mall. So that's Twin Peaks Mall, just as a bit of a reference. Medusa is here, Camp Icarus here. What's it called? Port Atlantis Mall over here. So anyway, where am I? Here I am. Let's go to Twin Peaks Mall. Now Twin Peaks Mall is really good for your armor armor plates and weapons. That's predominantly what you're going to find at Twin Peaks. So let's take a quick look at Twin Peaks. So it's got probably one of my favourite little armor shops in here, and armor plate. So in here, the first shop that you're going to come across is the Unlimited Armor Plate shop. Now it doesn't got a huge amount in here, but in here you'll find the Serpent Scale Adjusted, Serpent Scale Improved, you'll find the Incision Plates, you'll find the Armor Plating Mark 5B, you'll find the Improved version, Adjusted, so some really good plates in there. In here, well, it says enough. Enhancer shop, don't think we need to really go in there. It's got some more of the Hyperon weapons. So in here he's got the armor plates, but these are all your limited ones. Let's see. In here he's got his little RA Matrix factory outlet. And what we got here? Jaguar arm guards, adjusted. Bore adjusted, so like this is fantastic bits of armor. Let's take a look at what's in here. Just got bits and pieces, antivirus disco, this looks really cool. Jaguar, Pintaris, yes. More Jaguar, so bits and pieces in there, and it's not overly expensive. Let's see, animals, so this is your impact, cut, stab sort of one. And this is really helpful, like he's put these screens up, which actually, that sort of tells you which sort of armor you need for the mobs, and what sort of plates you need. This is a fantastic, yeah, it's fantastic. Impact cut, armor. These are all fairly good sets to have for your impact, your cut, stab sort of armor. And there's, I think he's got the acid plates in there. Looks like he's sold out a lot of it. Like all this information he puts up is really helpful. Ooh, Titan. Looks fantastic. Actually, let's go back. Let's take a look at the Titan. Let's look at some of the stats on it, because from memory. Okay, view info. Look at this. 30 cold, 30 for electric, impact 60, stab protection 60, durability 15,000, and then it's got all the sec bonuses on it. So that's a fantastic set of armor to have. It does come in unlimited, but the unlimited is even more expensive. Almost fell through the map there because it's taking too long to load in. Okay, let's get out of Twin Peaks and let's go to the last one, which is going to be Emerald Lakes. Emerald Lakes is great for players that love fashion, high fashion. Emerald Lakes Mall. So Emerald Lakes Mall is here, and NTI, New Treasure Island, is here, and where we started, Camp Icarus, is over here. Port Atlantis Mall over here as a reference point. So Emerald Lakes, let's go to it. So if you like your fashion, clothing, that sort of thing, Emerald Lakes is fantastic for clothing and fashion. They also the surrounding area looks absolutely stunning. Okay, let's let's take a look. Now most of these malls are going to start around level 2, so let's see, here we go. So she's got lots of fantastic fashion items in here. Just give it a minute to load in everything. So, what's she got in here? Just one on that. It looks like she needs to do a bit of restocking. Basic pattern shirt. So, Optimus Prime. So, yeah, a lot of these shops in here are mostly your fashion sort of ones. What's this? Hunting supplies, AR Matrix. Ask me about bulk orders. Anyway, just a quick video just to show you some of the shopping locations around Calais. So let's head back to Port Atlantis Mall. Let's take a look outside actually. You can sort of see why it gets its name, Emerald Lakes, from the emerald colour vegetation. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Okay, let's head back to Port Atlantis Mall. Now there's always a bit to load in at Port Atlantis when you first get here, so it's usually a little bit laggy. Anyway, if you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe. This has been Shopping with Midnight Bacon, and please buy my stuff. And don't forget to like, share